So I'm going to share a little story about how I made $240,000 in one single day. Now, for all the naysayers out there, if you're rolling your eyes going, oh, you bullshit, man, whatever, let me just paint some context. I was selling a product that was $30,000. I was not in the online world at that stage. This was way back, and I was selling an education-based product, which was government funded. So it was a little bit different. But anyway, here's the story, and there's a few takeaways that you can leverage if you're a coach, affiliate marketer, or anyone that sells anything online. So really quickly, basically what happened was we had a blowout week. Like literally the leads were just flowing. It was just amazing. And so my job was hopping on the phone selling this education packages. And we had an office of, I don't know how many sales staff, but let's say 12-ish, something like that, I think, from memory, maybe more, I can't remember now. It was quite a while back. And basically what happened was everyone like was shattering records after records, like everyone was making sales. It was almost like people were just stumbling over sales, like, oh, look at me, I just picked up the phone and landed another sale, who'd have thunk it. Like it got like unbelievable. And I'd come from a situation where I basically was in finance, and what that meant was we had very stringent KPIs. So it was like literally pick up the phone 200 to 300 times a day and start dialing, smile and dial, so to speak. So I'd come from that background to then come to this. I was like, cool. Well, like most people, like making 4 or 5 calls a day and like knocking over a sale. So I was like, well, I can easily outwork all these people all together combined. No worries. Here we go. Just went through all my leads, everything I possibly could. And so Monday rolls around, and like, there's a few sales knocking over from everyone. Tuesday, same deal. Wednesday, same deal. Gets to Thursday, and Jamie had not made a single sale. Not made a single sale. And I was like, this is, we've got like the best leads we'd ever seen at that point. It was almost like just, like, I don't know, I can't even think of an analogy, but it was just really easy to sell stuff apart from me. And of course, the longer it took for me to get results, the more I kept getting stuck in my own mind. And I was like, oh man, did I fluke it? Am I not good at sales anymore? Like I've been doing so well for so long. Like what am I missing here? And then, lo and behold, Friday rocks around. And I'm like, sweet, Friday, here we go. You've got this, Jamie. Smile and dial, mate. Come on, we've got this. Woo-hoo. Everyone's out, like, having casual lunches and doing the thing. It was a very, 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 very relaxed office, mind you. Anyways, so Friday, 4 p.m. Everyone's like already shut off by 2 p.m. anyway. It was like, oh, we're record week. Who cares? Except for me, I was just like, I don't care if I'm ahead of midnight. I'm gonna make a bloody sale before this week ends. And then Friday finishes, and I did not make a sale. And so the entire week, record week, Jamie didn't make a sale. And I'm like, oh gosh. Anyway, went out, got hammered that night, as you do, commiserating. It's a healthy way to deal with your problems, No, it's not. Anyway, got hammered that night and went home over the weekend. And I was like, all right, well, it's been fun. I really enjoyed the office. Love the people there. Beautiful, amazing place to work in a lot of ways. But I was just resigned to the fact that I was probably not going to get the chance to resign. I'm pretty sure they're going to like give me the old flick ski on Monday. And so, with that in mind, all this mental pressure that I built up over the week, and it was a cathartic release on the Friday, and everyone we got along really well. So it was like we had a great time, and then over the weekend I spoke to my wife, and then basically just went, okay, well, I guess that's it, right? Like I won't be working there anymore. It's pretty obvious, like writing's on the wall. The only one that didn't make a sale all week. And so with that realization, I just relaxed. I was like, it's fine. Like I've had dozens of jobs before. Like I've lost jobs before, unfortunately. It's a good market. I'm pretty highly skilled in finance and a whole bunch of other stuff, so I should be okay to find another job. And so lo and behold, Monday rocks around. I'm like, all right, well, time to face the music, I guess. Anyway, so I showed up to work on the Monday, and needless to say, there was a meeting call from my manager. So I attended the meeting. Hi, manager. Hi, Jamie. Look, we really like you in the office, and you got really good work ethic, and we just can't figure it out. Like, I mean, it's not like you're saying anything different than you were like a week or two ago. Can you identify a problem? I said, no, well, I guess I just put a whole bunch of pressure on myself, and the longer that thing went on without me actually making any sales, the more I kept getting stuck in my own mind. And when I was getting stuck in my own mind, then of course I'm putting more and more pressure on myself, and then that was probably coming across as a sense of desperation when I was on the phone. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we had a great meeting. They used to bring in muffins and cupcakes and stuff, so we, gorged ourselves, and basically the entire morning was gone. We watched a couple of motivational videos, and I'd had people throughout the prior week like going through scripting stuff and like playing back calls. Like it was pretty full on. Anyway, so that afternoon, and let's say I finished up and came back at like 1:30, something like that. I was like, oh, okay, well I guess don't know what the deal is now, but sorry, they were going to put me on a performance review, and so then basically after lunch, so between call it like 1:30, I sat back down at my desk and I was like, all right, well I guess we better get back to work. Hi, yeah, blah blah blah, bang, sale, just like that. Just perfect script. I was so relaxed. We had a big laugh, and the energy had built. All this energy had just built up, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I get it now. Lo and behold, another 2 calls, nothing. Bang, 3rd call, another sale. Oh my god, that's pretty good. 2 sales in a day, and can't sneeze at that. Finally, the camel's back had been broken. I'm like, yep, this is it. We're on our way now. Another one, 3 sales. Another one, 4. Everyone's like, Jamie, what the hell? What did you do over the weekend, mate? What the hell's going on over here? And bang, 5. And I think the record at that time was 5 sales in a day. And bearing in mind, this is only over a 3 or 4 hour period. We left at 5 p.m. that evening. And so then, oh, bang, another one, 6. I'm like, are you kidding me? You just broke the company record for sales in a day. A $30,000 product, I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Like, far out. This is unbelievable. But by this stage, my mojo was so dialed in. Pick up the phone again. Another sale lands. And finally, another one. So 8 sales. 8 sales of a $30,000 product. Hopefully my mathematics is right on that. I used to work in finance, but the ongoing joke is that doing very simple arithmetic was virtually impossible for us. Anyways, so the moral of all this story, thank you for listening, by the way. The moral of the story is simply this, that when we put undue pressure on ourselves, we often repel our own results. We repel the thing that we really, really want. And so sometimes the answer isn't to work harder, sometimes it's to work less and spend the time and energy considering where your energy is, basically. And if it's in a place where perhaps you're in a state of desperation and you like just want it to work so bad and you're not detached, you're not like relaxed in the process, then you might be repelling your own results. And I think the way to overcome that, the way to ensure that you're not repelling your own results and that you're aiming to, break company records is to, in simple terms, just not give a shit. The reality is, and this may seem a little bit odd, but the reality is that we don't know how much time we have here. And that is not a depressing thing. It should be something that is empowering, because the reality is that it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter at all. Whatever you're worried about, whatever you think the consequences are, probably not going to happen the way that you think they are. The worst case scenario usually isn't as bad as you think anyway. And when you become comfortable with that, you can let go of that fear around that thing happening. You just let it go like a fart in the breeze. I should really start editing these things, right? But you can, I'm sorry for the crude joke and my apologies, but you can let go of these things because it just doesn't matter. Life is way too short. It is just way too short to give a shit about things that don't matter. And when you can appreciate that and you are just grateful for the journey, you're grateful for the moment that you're there in that moment, and all of a sudden things start looking pretty good. And then when they start looking pretty good, other things just start to manifest because you've released the fear around not having them and you're focusing more on what you do have. Anyway, little random tale for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.